This is a really special project in that it's an unbuilt project that's already won a design award. It's in a beautiful neighborhood in Seattle that's super family friendly, has a ton of upside, really attractive. There's a lake there. You can sort of have a whole active lifestyle around the lake, jogging and biking loop there. And Green Lake's just a wonderful neighborhood. Sort of perched on a hill up across the street from the Green Lake is our site. And what we've got is an existing house, and the architect has designed, this is Joe Herron at Heliotrope, has designed a clever removal of a house there. We'll take it and recycle it. Put a passive house back down there, but we'll use the existing foundation.
The design of this house, it's a 3-story home. The first floor is the existing lower level of the current house, which is going to be a garage, family space, could be a mother-in-law apartment, could be a guest suite, could be a media room. The main floor is the main living spaces, and then upstairs is 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The way that we have, the only surface of this home that has good sunlight that we could draw from is the roof. So the house is focused on a massive skylight, which we placed right over the top of the stairwell that connects all 3 floors together, and used it to try to drive light down through the center of the home. So many say, well, passive homes, they don't have many windows. How can they be bright and airy like these glass homes that frankly my office usually is designing? Actually it can. It can. We took the hit of having large amounts of glass facing the lake, which is the wrong direction, it faces northwest, and then made up for it with massive amounts of insulation in the walls and the roof, and then drew light throughout the house and bounced it around pretty much every room in the upstairs and main level with this giant skylight.
I think there's a prejudice in the community, in the built environment community, that high design can't be high performance, or vice versa. And this is an example to the contrary. That some of the challenges presented by the retrofit are overcome by the normal techniques that we bring to any passive house project. So we use a thorough envelope design process with energy analysis and hygrothermal performance analysis to make sure that the assemblies that we've designed are resilient and robust. They have great drying potential, so especially in a climate like Seattle, we can build a modern structure with no overhangs and know with great confidence that the walls will dry as they need to, and we won't have any ongoing problems.
Here, in my observation, and I'll just say for the Pacific Northwest, I won't speak for the entire country, but we have folks that are really committed to sustainable design, and I'll also be really specific to residential architecture. A little bit less so in commercial, but still it's there. Where if firms that are really focused on sustainability, maybe the design work isn't so great, and the built work sort of has a look about it that is totally different from the look of folks that are out there doing work for clients who are interested in design, who are passionate about design, who want works of architecture that speak to where we live and the time in which we live. And the two don't have to fight with one another. They could be completely harmonious. And so that was sort of the primary goal for the Green Lake Passive House project, was how do you try to bring it all together.
This house is a compelling example of what's possible at the very upper end of what we're able to do now, not just in terms of design, but in terms of function. Certainly designed from the point of view by someone with a family to be a very user-friendly house, and on top of that, be super comfortable with excellent indoor air quality and very low energy consumption in a beautiful old neighborhood in Seattle.
We're interested in materials that speak to our situation today. We're interested in systems that are forward-thinking, and that lends itself to an aesthetic, an expression that is forward-thinking. And so that's where we've gone with the Green Lake Passive House. It's unabashedly modern in design, but uses native materials in ways to soften that and take the edge off of it, and we think make it a sort of a sculptural form from the exterior, something that will fit within the neighborhood quite well.